Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome to NEKOPARA Volume 2. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, you may know that almost 8 years ago, I recorded Volumes 1 and 0 of NEKOPARA. And I, for some reason, have Volume 2 in my Steam library. I don't really remember how I obtained it. I don't know if I bought it with the anticipation or expectation of recording it, or if it was gifted to me, or if it was a part of like a Humble Bundle or something. It was something, you know? I got it somehow. I don't think it was gifted to me. I take full responsibility for buying it and obtaining this title somehow. Nevertheless, I have finally decided to sit down and actually record Volume 2, despite having mixed feelings about NEKOPARA as a series. I don't really know how to feel because the anime that came out a few years ago was actually very wholesome. I never watched the entirety of it, but I liked what I saw, which was a huge opposite feeling as to how I felt with Volumes 1 and 0. I think I went in expecting what the anime was showing, but instead got a lot of weird, well, what we know NEKOPARA to be sort of stuff. But now that I have gone through quite a few titles in the visual novel sphere, I've grown as a person in many ways, I feel like maybe now is the time to revisit the NEKOPARA series, especially since I think the last title of the series has finally released in the West. So here we are. And I actually did just check. Yes, it has almost been 8 years since I recorded Volume 0, which I did after Volume 1, which I think is the correct order. You're supposed to do 1, then 0, and then continue onward. I could have that wrong now. I don't know if the order has changed. However, I don't remember anything that has happened in either one of those titles. I don't think 0 was important whatsoever to, like, anything except for just kind of learning the quirks about the characters. But now that we know that this is just Moe fan service hell, now I know what to expect going in, and I don't have to be disappointed. It's actually what I anticipate. It's what I kind of want. I don't know how that will translate into a playthrough, but let's just jump in. Let's get into it. Let's just see how it all goes. I already have a Steam achievement just for playing the game. Good old La Soleil. And I got an achievement for playing the game in English, which means I have to load this shit up in Japanese if I want to be a true achievement hunter. Probably takeout. I don't really want to be here. Okay, so Chocola and Vanilla, they're still my favorites, like 100%. I don't know if they still act as like the poster children of the series or whatever, but I still really like them. Vanilla's personality a little bit more than Chocola's, but Chocola's design a little bit more than Vanilla. I don't remember anything about the others. I literally don't even recall their names.
Azuki は3つともプレゼント用のリボンがけね。めんどくせえな。あよ。リボン切れそうじゃねえか。たく、使ったやつが注文入れとけよな。またまたいらっしゃいませ。ご新規2名様ご案内。
I wonder, do they get paid for any of this? Or are they just happy to work because, you know, they're doing a good thing for their owners or whatever?
今日もソレイユは張り切って営業中です。と、ブログ更新。
しぐれ様、外にもお客様がいらっしゃるので列の整理をしてまいります。
ああ、 もう小銭も切れそうじゃねえか。
And this is why credit cards are taking over. This is why physical money will soon die. Soon after La Soleil, is it La Soleil or La Soleil? Like, is the L at the end silent? Opened with summer just around the corner, the shop had become known as the catgirl oh shit, I don't even know how to properly say that. Patisserie? And had joined the ranks of the town's most popular shops. Not quite what I was expecting, but whatever. I was pretty worried about how busy we were for a while, but thanks to Shigure's excellent management, things are running smoothly, and we're flourishing.
兄様、またインターネットで注文が入りましたので、予定に書いておきますね。
Okay, I have honestly forgotten that these aren't just ordinary sprites. They actually kind of move a little bit more than just like, you know, a little bit of the eyelids and the mouths and the chest. Like, no, their heads are moving too. Their bodies a little bit as well.
おめでとうございます。
Now that's quality you just don't see in a lot of visual novels nowadays. What does this do? What's this in the top right? Oh, it just gets rid of everything. Why is there like a dedicated button to that? It also changes my mouse pointer. I've never seen that mouse pointer that it's showing me. I'm sorry that you guys can't see it. It's basically in the shape of the hand in the top right. It's all because of you, Shigure. Thanks. I don't really get the internet and all that, so having you here really helps. She's our social media manager. It's good to have one. Also, she's wearing cat ears. I just realized. She's trying to blend in. Nope. Nope. We will not do that. We will not be doing any of that. If that's all, I'll do it as much as you want. Don't do that. We know what we're all in for now. I can't really complain. If I do, well, put up with it, but you know. She starts purring like a catgirl as she clings to me. Shigure, my little sister, you sure are a cute little thing. I'll throw in a free head pat for her.
さっきもブログ更新しましたから、これでまたアクセス増えますね。自慢の猫たちの写真を上げて、見せびらかすだけでアクセスが伸びていく。
I mean, they do draw in the crowd.
こんなに簡単で楽しい広報活動があるなんて。
I mean, I would be lured in.
兄様のソレイユが世界進出する日も遠くありませんよ。
My little sister's knack for business sure is scary. Though Shigure certainly has been exceptional at managing our online presence, the thought of expanding globally had never even crossed my mind. I just nod along with her for now. Have things calmed down out front yet?
まだまだ絶賛営業中ですが、心配はご無用です、兄様。ほら、ご覧くださいませ。
I peer through the window into the shop to see how it's going.
おい、職場に片方が食器下げたら片方がテーブルセットしとけ。
Okay, so she has a name for that duo.
案内ばっか聞いとられてっと中が回んねえぞ。
Isn't Azuki like one of the older ones?
了解でありますはずにゃん。オッケー、ついでに洗い物もしておく。
You know
裏では
what?
茶と一緒にモンシナが出したケーキ持ってってやってくれ。
They're sprites. They remind me of VTubers a little bit.
モンシナはちょっとレジ頼んでいいか？私は外行ってナッツをちょっと休憩入れさせてくっからよ。
She has a nickname for like every duo and every one.
わかりました。
I want to get to know Cinnamon a little bit more there, but was Azuki always this competent of a catgirl? She accomplishes her own tasks while delegating work to the others, and they all simply follow her lead. From behind, I watch her working diligently with that always laid-back attitude of
あ
hers.
れでも一応長女ですからね。周りを見ることには慣れているのですよ。今でこそみんな手がかからなくなりましたが、みんなが子猫の時はしぐれがしっかりと面倒を見てましたしね。私や兄様がいると怠けてますが、やる時はやれる猫ですから、あずきは。
Now that you mention it, she was always great at taking care of everyone. Though Azuki was quite a handful up until just last year. I thought she'd become a lazy little loaf of a catgirl all of a sudden, but maybe it's because she doesn't have to look after the others as much anymore.
もしかしたら自分が何もしないことで自立を促したのかもですね。あずきはあずきで頭の良い猫ですから。
Catgirls have their own way of thinking, huh? I continue to watch Azuki as she works in the cafe, admiring her as a parent would his child.
お持ち帰り用のケーキカットして小分けにしないと。
じゃあ休憩入る前に私がやっとこうか。
おいこらナッツ、おめえは不器用なんだから余計なことしなくていいっつってんだろ。とっとと今のうちに休憩入ってこいや。
余計なこと？今余計なことって言った？あずきだって無理して高いところの食器取ろうとするくせに。
I mean, that's less of a skill issue and more of
ちっち
a,
ゃいくせに背伸びして、
well, you know.
落として割ったらどうするのさ。
なんだてめえ、人の身体的特徴ディスんなってご自慢の鈴テストで習わなかったのか。
その前に人の言葉遣いすら理解できてないあずきに言われたくないね。
てめえやんのか？私とやるつもりなんか？
あずきこそやるつもりなの？お店で泣いちゃうけどいいの？
I hope this is positive entertainment for everybody here.
上等だこの長毛種が。ワンパンで返り討ちにしてやんぞ。
あずきの猫パンチが正面から当たったことなんて一回もないけど。
まあまあ
Oh, there we go. I mean, anybody could have intervened at any time there. Oh, you know what? Never mind. You're not supposed to get in the middle of two cats trying to fight.
こらやめなさい。お客さんの前ですよ。
だってなずきが。
だっても何もありません。昔はなっちゃんもお姉ちゃんお姉ちゃん。私たちの中で一番仲良かったわよね。いつからかすぐ喧嘩ばっかりで困っちゃうにゃん。争いは同じレベルの者同士でしか。
What is that face that Vanilla has going on there? Everyone's gotten used to it, but I'd rather save it until after work. The guests don't seem to mind it though. Still not a good look. Maybe they'll stop fighting when they grow up a bit more.
あずきもココナッツも大人になったから、猫も人も成長する過程はいろいろとあるものです。
Do they now?
そういうものです。
Seeing Shigure so sure about it has made me curious. I suppose she is the one who raised these 6 catgirls after all.
じゃあ休憩入ってくるから。
後が詰まってんだからとっとと行ってこいや。デカブツ。
いる。
何すんだてめえ。
ああ、ごめんごめん。小さくて見えなかったんだ。失礼。
And there we go. I was gonna say, this shit ain't over.
2匹とも本気で怒りますよ。
だってなずきが。
今日はまた一段と激しいですね。激しいって言ってもその違う。
No, no one was thinking that,
そっちの
Cinnamon.
意味じゃなくてね。
You are honestly good.
シナモンも仲間だと思われるからやめてくれないかしら。
Ouch.
ご主人様、ショコラの休憩にココアケーキ焼いてください。焼きたて。ショコラは本当にマイペースだね。
Look, everyone, the bakery's still open, okay?
仕方ないからブログのネタにでもしてあげます。はいはい、残ったファイトファイト。しぐれ、肖像権の侵害だぞ。取るなって。
いくらしぐれ様でもこんなところはちょっと。
A few minutes later, our blog's hit counter has jumped by leaps and bounds. I still don't get how we're so popular. As I mull over those thoughts, I once again admire Shigure's management skills. Feels great to be back, huh? Okay. Well, the opening really did show off that, well, I guess, if you guys didn't, quite tell from, our opening scene there, this seems to be a This volume will follow Coconut and Azuki. I think volume 3 will follow Maple and Cinnamon. I think I got the names down finally, but after that I have no idea. But yeah, you know, it's going to probably follow some sort of similar, I don't know, formula as volume 1. Just going to follow 2 of these characters, developments at the shop here, developments in, you know, these characters' personalities or whatever. We all know what's going to happen later down the line. I don't even need to say it. And then happily ever after or something like that. Or, you know, as we reach a climax, they have to, like, you know, work together or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. You know, there's definitely a little story here, a little just for shits and giggles type story to really get here, I think. Yo, Coconut, are you on your break? You're on break, right? No need to apologize. No, you really don't need to apologize for anything. Her ears and tail flop over pitifully. She's clearly down about something. This looks pretty serious. I'm on break, so I'll make some black tea. You'll have some too, right, Coconut? Oh, she's got a little bit of that country verbiage going on there, if that's what you want to call it. I'm sure there's an actual bit of terminology here for, you know, Japanese dialect. Yep, this is pretty serious. I thought it was just a normal cat fight, but I guess it's just not easy being a cat girl, huh? Couldn't tell you. Really couldn't tell you guys. As I mull it over, I pour the now steeped tea into a cup. Don't take things so hard. The pictures uploaded to the blog were really cute, you know? I place a cup of tea in front of Coconut. Taking the seat across from her, I sip my own tea. Push yourself too hard and you'll just end up failing. I'm sure there are things that only you can do too, Coconut. You can think of something to do that's closer to your strengths, can't you? Wait, what is wrong with any of that? I mean, being strong is, like, very useful in a lot of ways. She's totally beating herself up now. Coconut always tries her hardest while working. I know she's not as useless as she thinks she is. This is something that she has to work through on her own, though, and there's nothing I can say to cure her of her worries. I gaze at Coconut, her head hung low as I continue to sip my tea. Well then, want to go hang out with me later this afternoon? Yeah, go get some sunlight. Go visit the town or whatever. You guys walk your cats too, right? We're not going out for a stroll, okay? It's a delivery. Yeah, whatever. It really isn't. Hey, don't just curl up right on the sidewalk. Well, yeah, again, we really don't. We don't understand. After the delivery, on our way back, I keep my eyes on Chocola and Vanilla as they frolic along. Even a human like me understands that it's a nice day today. Right, Coconut? Even Coconut thinks that way. Is it just part of a catgirl's nature? I guess it's kind of surprising. I'm not particularly concerned about anything here. We just had a lot of stuff to deliver, so I really just needed an extra pair of hands. Chocola and Vanilla have their hands full, holding a cake each. Both Coconut and I are also carrying one each, totaling 4 cakes for the delivery. This job is perfectly suited for her considering her strength and physique. It seems like this customer bought one of our cakes before and really liked it. They wanted to bring some to a party, so they ordered a whole bunch.
そういうことならあの量も納得です。
If we keep getting this many orders, though, I'll have to get a car just for deliveries.
そしたら私の仕事がまた一つ減っちゃいますけどね。それともおでこに車とでも書きましょうか。軽トラックくらいなら負けないですよ。
Yeah, I agree, by the way. I don't know what to say to that one. Seems like she still isn't feeling any better. I never realized how low her self-esteem was. I thought that bringing her out for a delivery might be a nice change of pace. But I guess it's not working out all that well.
ご主人様、見てください。にゃにゃ、あれは。
Huh? What do you mean? I follow Chocola and Vanilla's gazes.
猫のお姉ちゃんたち。
Wasn't this like some character that was helped out in the first volume, maybe?
こんにちは、お久しぶりです。ペコリ。お久しぶりです。ペコリ。おー、猫ちゃん。元気そうで何より。ペコリ。おじさんもお久しぶりです。元気にしてましたか？
Mister? Well, I guess I am kind of old from your perspective. Honestly, it's a bit of a shock. Well, I guess the age gap between us is significant no matter how you look at it.
カショウ様、この子は？
She's someone we met a while back. Look, you see that takoyaki stall? She works there. I point at the food truck, which we haven't seen in a while.
こんにちは。たこ焼き屋のミルクです。お姉ちゃんも猫のお姉ちゃんなんだね。
Man, what gave it away?
私と一緒だ。にゃんにゃん。
一緒だね。
にゃんにゃん。
Are you no good with kids, Coconut?
苦手っていうか、どうしたらいいかわからないっていうか、だって僕がニャンニャンとか似合わないから。子供は好きなんだよ。可愛いって思うし。
Coconut gets flustered as she tries to explain. Being flustered isn't unlike her, but she shouldn't worry so much. It's kind of like her to try to do more than she can, though.
ココちゃんはね、なんとショコラたちのお姉ちゃんなんだよ。お姉ちゃんたちのお姉ちゃんなんだ。すごーい。うちはお姉ちゃんいっぱいいるけど、一番下のお姉ちゃん。一番下のお姉ちゃんなんだ。お姉ちゃんいっぱい羨ましい。
Okay, wait, so this is... she is technically she's older than these two, but younger than the other three, is basically what I'm trying to ask.
いや、私はそんな大したお姉ちゃんじゃないから。
Damn, she is more of a pessimist than I am to
お
myself.
姉ちゃんがいるだけで羨ましいよ。だって猫のお姉ちゃんがいっぱいいたら楽しいもん。
猫ちゃん。
Coconut's expression clouds up. Upon seeing Coconut's expression, the little catgirl gazes up at her worried.
楽しくないの？みんないるのに楽しくない？
For a moment, she's at a loss for words. She slowly tilts her head left and then right.
そうだね。猫のお姉ちゃんがたくさんいると楽しいよ。やっ
ぱり楽しいんだね。よかった。私もお姉ちゃんのお姉ちゃんたちともお話ししてみたいな。
Yeah, you'll probably meet them someday.
ソレイユっていうお店に来ればみんないるよ。ちょっと騒がしいけどね。
行きたい。猫のお姉ちゃんたちとお話ししたい。おいでおいで。いっぱいサービスしちゃう。スタッフ特権。
Looks like she's back in high spirits. Well, that's good. I breathe a sigh of relief as I watch the four catgirls chat away. Coconut finally has a smile on her face. There's no need for me to worry anymore. Oh, right, where's your owner? It doesn't look like she's around. I peek inside the truck, but it's empty. And there's no one else nearby either. If this catgirl's here, then that means her master's gotta be somewhere close by.
ご主人様はお買い物だから、私がお留守番してるの。私ね、 ご主人様と一緒に新しいたこ焼き考えたの。
I actually tried takoyaki for the first time not too long ago. I was up visiting my friend and we went to a ramen shop and I thought, why not? And I really had no idea what to expect except, hearing about it through all this, all these different forms of Japanese media, games, anime, visual novels, manga, etc., etc. And to finally be able to taste it, I still don't know what to think about it. Like, I avoided, throwing it all in my mouth without, letting that shit air out a little bit, but it was tasty, but it's like there was just so much flavor that I couldn't really tell what the fuck I was even eating. But it was still good, I think. It wasn't bad, I think.
でもね、その材料が足りなくなっちゃったから。だからご主人様が戻ってくるまでお留守番してるの。食べてほしいな。お姉ちゃんたちにも食べてほしいな。いやいや、ミルクちゃんが考えたのかい？それはすごいにゃー。おー、こやつ見かけによらずやりよる。ご主人様、お仕事中ですけどこれは聞き逃せませんよ。休憩の前借りということでどうか一つ。
Alright, alright. Keep this a secret from everyone else, okay?
はーい。
You'll have some too, right, Coconut?
いいんですか？働かざる者食うべからず的な。
And you've done more than your fair share of work. This is only if you don't spoil your appetite for dinner, though, alright?
大丈夫。僕たこ焼き大好き。はい、ありがとう歌唱様。
この足音はご主人様だ。帰ってきた。
Over there, on the sidewalk across the street from the park, is a single person waiting for the crosswalk light to turn green. I don't know why I was about to trip up there. You could hear footsteps from that far away?
私猫だからご主人様の足音なら遠くでもわかるよ。じゃあちょっと待っててね。すぐにご主人様呼んでくるから。ご主人様、猫のお姉ちゃんたちがまた来てくれたよ。
She shouts gleefully as she runs straight towards her master. Without paying attention to what's happening around her, she heads straight for the other side of the road, without realizing that the crosswalk light is still red.
ミルクちゃん、赤信号だよ。危ないよ。ミルク止まって、車が来て。え、車って。
Uh-oh. Did she get hit? There's no way that she would get hit, right? Oh.
大丈夫？どこも痛くない？
After a moment of silence, Coconut's kind voice rings clear.
お姉ちゃん。
危ないよ。
Wow.
道路に急に飛び出したりしたら。
Well, Coconut to the rescue then.
もうちょっとでご主人様をすごく悲しませるところだったよ。
Tears well up in the young catgirl's eyes. As Coconut cradles her in her arms as they rest on the sidewalk, her clueless expression slowly melts.
お姉ちゃん。
I hate hearing crying.
怖かったね。怖かったね。よしよし。
Look at that tail. Look at that tail over there on the left.
もう大丈夫だから。
That's a goddamn tail.
泣かないの。もう大丈夫だから。
She comforts her just like one would their own child. Coconut gently whispers to her, hugging the little catgirl tight.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
もう大丈夫。大丈夫だよ。よしよし。
Like, we get it. Coconut, is everything okay?
はい。ミルクにかすり傷一つないです。
I'm talking about you, dummy.
私？
Jumping out like that to help her. How reckless can you be? Do you realize that you could have ended up getting hit too?
カショウ様。はい。すみませんでした。危ないと思ったら体が動いてしまっていたので。
No, actually, I'm sorry. I got caught up in the moment. I was too harsh. But if something actually did happen, Shigure would be so upset. Besides, you're a precious part of my family too, Coconut. So please don't put yourself in danger, okay? Instead of carefully choosing my words, I just tell Coconut the first things that come to my mind.
はい。その言葉ちゃんと覚えておきます。
Like, yes, you did a good thing, and we should probably be praising that first, but obviously emotions do kind of push us to, you know, jump to these wild conclusions first. Coconut nods and looks at me, her gaze unwavering.
ミルク。ああ、ミルク。大丈夫？本当に大丈夫？
ご主人様大丈夫。お姉ちゃんのおかげで大丈夫だよ。
ありがとう。本当にありがとう。本当に。なんとお礼を言ったらいいか。
Oh, I guess we can take some free takoyaki. Maybe that will be a thank you. A fair enough thank you.
僕なんかお礼なんて言われるほどじゃ言葉なんかじゃ表せないけど大事な娘がいなくなってたらって思うと
Damn. To call your own catgirl your daughter? That's some love right there. Or craziness, you know, either way. She embraces the catgirl as if she was her own human child, all the while continuing to shower Coconut with gratitude.
君の名前はココナッツです。ココナッツちゃん本当にありがとう。この恩は絶対に忘れないよ。
You know, I've considered, like, how cat people integrate into society and everything. And maybe I thought about this right after playing NEKOPARA for the first time, or even hearing about it, or whatever. But, like, who's to stop you from, like, trying to raise a cat girl from being human? Obviously, they grow up to be adult-like way faster than any human could, but, like, couldn't you still try? Because, I mean, they have the human aesthetic.
君がいなかったらうちの娘はいなくなってたかもしれないんだ。
Just silly hypotheticals in my mind.
本当に
Silly questions.
本当にありがとう。
I'm not too sure what to do in this kind of situation, so I just pat Coconut on the head. You should be proud of what you just did, Coconut. You saved her, Coconut.
カショウ様。はい。ありがとうございます。
She bites her lip. Even though she was the one who did the saving, she acts like she was the one who was rescued. I pat her on the head once again.
お礼なんてたこ焼きくらいしか
Oh,
ご
fuck
馳
yeah.
走できないけど。
Perfect. It all worked out.
よかったら食べてってくれるかい？カショウ様。
Of course. Let's take her up on her offer.
はい。じゃあ遠慮なくごちそうになります。
She looks so happy she could cry. I reaffirm the biggest smile I've seen today with a nod.
ごちそうさまでした。
はあ、めっちゃ満足。もうお腹いっぱいだにゃ。ミルクの作ったたこ焼き、カリカリでめっちゃ美味しかった。
I just realized it's sunset. We've been out and about for a while.
こんなにお腹いっぱいたこ焼き食べれる日が来るなんて。まだまだ世の中には僕の知らない幸せがたくさんだな。
We ended up eating all the ingredients you just bought. Sorry. The three catgirls sprawled out on the bench glance over at the stall's owner as they bow their heads.
いいんだよこんな程度。うちのミルクの命を助けてもらったことに比べたらまだまだ足りないくらいさね。
私もこんなにたくさん食べてもらえて嬉しい。
Yeah, it was great. Thanks. She closes her eyes blissfully as I pet her head. I guess this kind of reaction is the same for every catgirl.
そうだ、ご主人様、カード、ショップカード。今度はうちに招待しよう。ケーキ食べ放題。
それいいね。たくさんサービス仕返してあげたいな。
Yeah, please come visit us sometime.
ありがとうおじさん。
おばっか。どう見てもお兄ちゃんだろうが。
そうなんだ。ごめんなさい。
No, that's all
あり
good.
がとうお兄ちゃん。
I'm sure the kids nowadays call me old. And I'm still in my mid-20s, even so that technically my late 20s. She bows to me apologetically, even though she says it in such an innocent tone. It doesn't feel sincere. Well, either way works for me, I guess. Anyway, we should be going now.
ああ、近いうちに寄らせてもらうよ。 本当にありがとね。
ココナツお姉ちゃん、本当にありがとう。
ミルクが無事で本当に何よりだったよ。いいミルク。飼い猫たるもの、ご主人様を悲しませるようなことは絶対にしちゃダメだよ。
Yeah, for real.
もうしない。絶対。
Milk sticks out her tiny pinky finger. Coconut does the same, and they cross their fingers in a pinky swear.
約束。
We call it a pinky promise, but whatever.
ショコラも約束する。嘘ついたらハンドミキサーでグリグリのケイ。
Who the hell says that? Don't use the shop's equipment like that. That just sounds downright painful. Though I suppose it also depends on whether it's actually running or not. It's really hard to tell when Vanilla is joking or serious, even now.
本当にありがとね。じゃあまた近いうちに。
Sure, goodbye.
バイバイ。お姉ちゃんたち、またね。
Milk waves her little hand with all the enthusiasm she can muster. We leave the park after waving back to them countless times.
カショウ様、
Yeah?
本当にソレイユに来てくれたらいいですね。
Yeah, they more than likely will. They seem to be reoccurring background characters. I'm sure they will. And when they do, you'll be waiting on their table, right?
はい、お仕事ちゃんとできるように頑張ります。
Coconut nods, replying in a clear, resolute voice. I don't see a hint of sadness in her smile. A lot has happened, but I'm glad to see Coconut upbeat again. I keep that, the best part of my day, in my heart. As I walk back home with the three catgirls. All right. Fantastic start. Back to the old world of Nekopara here, I'd say.
ずいぶんと遅いお帰りでしたね。
Yeah, we got slightly sidetracked. Well, it's just that... sorry. Shigure greets us with an intimidating pose.
違うんだよ、しぐれちゃん。そのね、ご主人様が途中でお腹痛くなっちゃって。私たちもご主人を励ますので必死だった。ね、ココナツ。
そんな感じ。
おめえら、前歯に青のりついてんぞ。全員。
Alright, well, there goes that. It's over. It's Jover, some may say.
違うんですにゃ。これは決してたこ焼きってだとかそういうことじゃないのですにゃ。これは
Mold?
そのカビニャのブルーチーズ的なあれね、ココナツ。
カビ。
Why do you keep throwing it at Coconut?
そんなとんでもないパス出されても
じゃないわね。ほんと品のない妹たちだわ。とっても雑な言い訳ですね。いいからとっとと歯磨いてこい。
了解であります。
まあ兄様がついていたわけですし、中は私と小豆がいましたし。
Oh yeah, I mean, it seems like we have a pretty good staff here.
別に刺してる問題はないのですけどね。
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Sorry about that.
兄様が謝罪の証として熱い接吻をしてくださる？
Haha, no.
そんなことまでされたら、女としても妹としても何も言えなくなっちゃいます。では、どうぞ。
I like how she's just deciding this stuff for herself. My little sister is trying her hardest to get me to kiss her. I can tell that her brother complex is getting much worse. I did end up goofing off a bit while on the clock, that much is true, but sure, we are siblings after all.
兄様、本当に？
Oh wait, whoa. Oh, okay. I give Shigure a little peck on the cheek. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well.
兄様が
Yeah, I'd say.
しぐれちゃんが血の海に横たわってるよ。しっかり意識を保って。
ちょっとカショ、あんた実の妹になんてことするのよ。殺す気？
Yeah, I don't know.
そうですよ。しぐれちゃんが極楽に行きっぱなしになっちゃってるじゃないですか。
Huh? But Shigure's always gotten nosebleeds like this. In fact, they happen about 2 or 3 times a year. It's pretty rare for her to spew an ocean of blood like this, though.
大丈夫です。でもちょっと余韻に浸りたいので、しばらくこのままで放置願います。
うわ、さすがにちょっと引くわ。
She is a bit of a strange character, isn't she?
ブラコンもこじらせるとこの域まで
I'm glad that they realize that she has the complex, though.
でもわかるよ、しぐれちゃん。余韻に浸るのは終わった後の大事な楽しみだもんね。カショウさん、私ちょっと看板をクローズにしてきますから。
Probably for the best, since we have like a pool of blood here and a person lying on the ground. Well, alright, thanks. It's not like we can stay open like this anyway. Catgirls plus Shigure equals annihilated. We've got to mop up the sea of blood as well. I was slacking off before, so I can't really complain. Anyway, just let me know when you're good.
はーい、もうちょっとお待ちくださいませ、兄様。
Okay. I really forgot how much of a wacko she is. Hey, Azuki. Do you think we can open up again now?
ああ、いや、それはもうちょっとかかりそうなんだけどよ。
How long do we keep the shop open in a day?
その
She fidgets about like she wants to say something. It's not like Azuki to have a tough time speaking her mind. What's up? Cat got your tongue?
いや、言いづらいってほどじゃねえんだけどさ。一応礼言っとこうと思ってよ。
Thanks? Did I do anything deserving of thanks? I mean, we kind of took our time earlier. I'd say we caused more trouble, or we caused trouble more than anything else. Though assuming we go by the usual pattern, I'd expect her to say something like, you were goofing off, or you were out goofing off, so that gives me license to goof off too. But now that I think about it, she hasn't said anything like that. Unsure, I wait for Azuki to continue.
まあ、そのナッツのことなんだけどよ。
Coconut? Did something happen?
いや、ちょっと昼間にナッツのアホと揉めてたろ。
Oh yeah, how can we forget? It happened like 20 minutes ago in this video.
あれが思ったより聞いちまってたみたいだったから気になってたんだよ。
She scratches her cheek embarrassed. Her eyes frantically dart to and fro.
わざわざ気を回してナッツを外に連れ出してくれたんだろ。
Yeah, something like that.
何言ったか知らねえけど、立ち直って帰ってきたみたいだったからよ。だから一応礼を言っとこうと思ってさ。
She looks up at me, grateful. So she was worried, huh? I guess what makes her able to do her job so well is the fact that she pays attention to even the little details.
あれでも一応長女ですからね。周りを見ることには慣れてるのですよ。
So I was right, Azuki is the oldest. And the shortest. Shigure thinks so too. Although she can be pretty blunt sometimes, deep down she actually does care.
まあ、尻拭いさせちまって悪かったなってこった。ほんと、ナッツのアホは手のかかる猫だよな。
She exaggerates her gestures in an attempt to hide her embarrassment. Coconut's an important part of our family. Of course we'd all be concerned if she was feeling down. Besides, I should be thanking you, Azuki. You've been a huge help with the shop and all. Thank you.
なむ、こっちこそ仕事なんだから礼言われるこっちゃねえよ。感謝してるなら時給に反映させてくれや。
Aw man, we do pay them? A snappy comeback. I guess in her own way, she takes her work seriously. She might try to play it off as just doing her job, but she does everything she can to help out. It makes me happy that she cares so much about her work.
なんだよ。何ニヤニヤしてんだ。
It's nothing. Anyway, guess we're even.
そうだな。
And who's here? Oh,
ちょっとカショウ、しぐれを病院に連れてってもらえる？
oh, is she having more of a problem than we think she is? Huh? The hospital?
血が止まらないの。鼻クリップで押さえてるのに。兄様、しぐれは過保護のにございました。
Nah, she'll be okay.
来世もまた兄様の妹に。いや、結婚的
Oh my god.
もう一度恋人に。タック。しぐれちゃん、しっかりして。
Oh, there's the sign over there. So it's open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I guess until about nighttime.
早くタクシーを。
And so La Soleil ended up having to close for the rest of the day. So I guess the whole name is Patisserie La Soleil. But again, I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce the L at the end. Whether I want to or not is probably going to happen. On a side note, Shigure sprang back to life pretty quickly. Oh, that's good. Happy that happened, I suppose. I forgot about these little inserts here. But all right, I think we can call it on that one for a good first episode. Maybe.
ご主人様。
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Seems we're jumping maybe into something a little different here. So we will save it and we'll jump in for more NEKOPARA in the next episode. We'll just continue along. But there we have it, guys. Feels good to be back, actually. I can't believe I'm saying that, but this was actually kind of an enjoyable, just relaxing recording session. I think a lot of the stuff that I've been recording recently has been a lot more on the serious side, and it's been like that for a damn while. So to, just record something like this, it's not so bad. And I was thinking while we were recording this, yeah, I think the last time I recorded NEKOPARA, I keep going back to Volume 0 since that was the last NEKOPARA related thing I recorded. I was still in college. I think it was my last year of college. And I maybe turned 20 or 21, maybe, somewhere around there. And, wow, yeah, just time flies, It definitely does not feel like yesterday when I last recorded this shit. I have definitely pushed this stuff off like the plague. And there's definitely evidence of that. I definitely did not want to ever return to NEKOPARA. So it's crazy being here. It's crazy, getting back to recording this. I guess, at the end of the day, never say never. Or something like that. Whatever you want to take away from all this. But thank you all for tuning in. Whether you are new here to the channel, new here for the playthrough, or if you're a long-time viewer or whatever, it's great to have you for a little bit of that NEKOPARA. Just something chill to watch, nothing crazy. It shouldn't be too long to get through this. These visual novels are not that long, so we'll knock this one out pretty quickly, I'm sure. But thank you all for coming by nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe for more because I'll probably end up recording the rest of this volume. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy.